The preservation of love clearly lost means withholding the tears capable of vanquishing it. And so the embers of a flame seeking rest now know torment after having been kept living long past their intended death. Relief follows the loss, but to have no one for even a moment is loathsome, agonizing. The fairy tale you co-wrote and the lore within will be relegated to unreliable memories. Shared laughter will be muffled, and faces will become blurred. The knowledge of the pain to come is more frightening than the pain that is, so you stay. And now, what once nourished your soul will drag it into an abyss, because the trepidation surrounding loneliness and the anticipated ascent of a mountain of grief will turn you away from momentary hardship into the face of a tired falsehood. The love you pursue is not the love you hold. What you possess is a corpse denied proper burial, and as if cursed, you will not know peace until it has been relinquished. When the dead meet earth, life is challenged to shape a new reality. Life is a cycle of rebirths, but the practice of clinging to the old has created zombies. The soul of the world is diminished when we honor what was over what is or what's to come. And you've not only honored what was, you've worshipped it. You've not only clung to it, you've become it. You attempt creation while in possession of the dead you need to let go. Your pain is seen and your anguish is heard. You lived in a world photosynthesized from a love you shared with another. The plant life flowed and moved with your gaze. They grew with every beat of your heart. This world was a burgeoning escape with inexhaustible life. So long as there was a drum in your chest, so long as that love ran deep, the rivers would have limitless depths, and the flowers would know limitless heights. But you see, there was causation for this surreality. Your life bred life, but there was always the possibility for death. As continuous as a timeline seems, there is a beginning and end to all things. This malpractice of never letting go disrupts the cycle of rebirth and brings about suffering spanning time that should be spent healing. Life cannot reshape reality without the dead to do it. This smoldering love must be allowed to rest as ash. Time is so cruelly comical. An investment of years can disappear in a second. Even the phrase, "time flies when you're having fun," conveys the cruelty of its calculus. 8 joyful hours feels like 2, but 10 agonizing minutes feels like thousands. Time is why you fear letting go. Cultivation takes time. You engaged in long-term cultivation of a love that grew into life, and that life became a haven for yourself and that whom you shared the love with. And that haven that you likely called home is now in disarray, a ruined shell newly incapable of providing solace in times of stress and further comfort in times of peace. As a proponent of time, nostalgia deludes you into believing that which has passed continues to be present today. With your head bowed and eyes hidden, you protect the delusion that times continue to be good. You lie when you think things are as they used to be. You'll only know you're telling the truth when you feel the fright of losing the past you desperately hold on to. What you stand to lose in the present is nothing to fear having lost. Your presence of mind is prey, constricted by your inability to move forward. And as time is not your parent, it moves along without you, because even as you live in remembrance, there are still others who create anew. The desperation seems so heavy in the night because there is an expectation of closeness, but coming together feels like fighting repulsion. There's just a disconnect. Loss of a continued shared experience does not mean you've lost it all. The hopeless clinging to embers that char your heart is fueled by longing instead of love. The blessings laid out for you lie waiting until, as one does when they've become restless, they move along. An idea is only yours for so long. When you fail to realize it, it'll move along to someone who will. Perhaps the same is true for blessings. You are cursed when you cling, but letting go gives life an opportunity to reshape your reality. And time, in an act of cruelty or not, will blur the memories so that although you know something happened, your mind's eye cannot so readily construct it. Maybe the nostalgia won't attack you so viciously then. Maybe you'll have a fair chance of moving along. Let this love's embers decay, and let the echoes of the past fade to whispers. Life's cycle of rebirth will rebuild you.